awakening of the Kundalini. Basically, there are three ways to have the Kundalini awakened. One way is to receive it through grace. Through grace, that means that the spontaneous awakening of the Kundalini may happen. So this self-awakening of the Shakti or the Kundalini Shakti may occur, may happen to anyone and everyone. And happens to be, this is something you attained and achieved and you followed last lifetime, past lifetimes, many lifetimes, and you are basically starting where you left off. Also, the spontaneous happening may occur during the shock moments in your life. So what I'm saying, so sometimes people, they have this sudden awakening of the Kundalini, which happened, for instance, to me. I was doing ironing, that's the ironing thing going on, and the spontaneous awakening of the Kundalini had happened. I didn't initiate that per se. I didn't do anything special, well, during my household, and this is where that occurred. However, shocking moments, in the moment of shock, maybe some, I don't know, sometimes it can be a car accident what actually will make the awakening happening, or sometimes there's emotional or psychological shock which may occur, and that would cause the awakening of the Kundalini. There is another way to have the Kundalini awakened, which is more physical, let's put it this way. And when I'm going to name it, you'll see where's the difference between what I was describing, what I was talking about earlier, about sending someone else's energy to someone else, as opposed to this. So probably all of you, or most of you, have heard about Kundalini practice, right? About the Kundalini yoga. So basically, this is the practice which supports and helps and prepares the body for the Kundalini awakening, as well as invites Kundalini to get awakened. And again, I want to really stress it that if you are attending yoga or Kundalini yoga classes, it doesn't mean that your Kundalini will get awakened, because, as I mentioned it before, it's the grace. This is something happens when your system is ready. So you can prepare the soil for that. However, the experience itself, the event itself happens by grace. Then also there are another types of yogas like breathing techniques. We're practicing the breathing techniques, various breathing techniques that actually will support and help the Kundalini awakening process within the system. There is a third way which this path is following, and this third way is through the Shaktipāt. So Shaktipāt is the grace itself too. And again, this Shaktipāt means, the Shaktipāt, the word itself, means Shakti and Pat. So Shakti is, in Sanskrit, Shakti word itself means the power, the divine power. It's not even an energy, it's the power. Because that power contains the conscious wisdom, is the consciousness itself. The Pat, the word itself, it means descent or transmission. So Shaktipāt means that what has been given or transmitted is the energy or the power of the consciousness or God or the source has been transmitted through the being to you. But what exactly during Shaktipāt is happening is that your Holy Spirit, I was referring to earlier, your divine consciousness, which is in you, as you, gets awakened. I'm going to explain what this exactly means. What basically is happening is the process of awakening. And I'm giving this example sometimes with the candle, with the light, and with the match, right? You have that candle inside of you, which is not burning, is sleeping, right? But all the potential to lighten up itself, to be enlightened, that as a light, it's there. So what is happening during the Shaktipāt? So this energy, which travels through the Shakti giver or Shakti adept, has been transmitted to you. So this divine light from the source has been transmitted as a match to lighten up your own candle. That's it. I mean, that's it from the technical perspective. So no one is giving you anyone else's energy, but your primordial energy, which is the Holy Spirit, which is sleeping. I'm trying to use all the words I've been using today. And that is why actually we have this word everyone is following and everyone is really wanting to have is the enlightenment. So as you can hear, the word itself doesn't mean like enlightenment as such, is a metaphor. So enlightened, that means that become light, or coming back to your life, coming back to your light. Basically, that's what it is. Now I have to really go to this understanding to try to explain what the consciousness is, what this Shakti is, what the Kundalini is, for us to kind of put everything together to understand really what is truly happening here. Shaktipāt is a rare and sacred spiritual initiation for the awakening of your own consciousness, known as Kundalini Shakti. Kundalini Shakti itself is the divine consciousness, divine yet dormant power or energy within you. So Shaktipāt is the ignition of that exact dormant divine energy residing within you. And it's also the safest way to have it activated. Awakened consciousness or awakened Kundalini gradually brings more clarity, more awareness, more stability, and more balance in your daily life. You're welcome to join our meditation retreats, meditation intensives, and meditations online, as well as join our Shaktipāt community, which is an international community uniting practitioners from all over the world who are following the path of awakened consciousness.